I'm always late to my own live.
Well, you're actually early.
Well, no, not today. We've got Cat Lady and No Bad and Paulette and Mamie's Legacy and I don't know. Is it Michelle? Hey, everybody. My goodness. Running a little behind, ain't I? Let's see. So, let's see who I didn't mention, if anybody. Hello, Donna. Yeah, I see Donna on there. Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Let me get my speaker over here so I can hear myself. So you all can hear me. Oh, I did a video day before yesterday, I think it was. Maybe 3 days ago, I forgot to turn the volume up on it. That's not good. Turn that down just a little bit like that. There's Tana. Good evening, Tana. All right, let's see where we're at. Dawn said Cat Lady was a zoo already. Hey, hello, Deneen. John, good to see you. Hello, Cat Lady Prepper. I see you there, Paulette. Hello, No. Hello. Let's see. Hello, Nancy. My feed jumped and I forgot who I said hello to last. Hello, Kathy. There it goes again.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Donna. Good evening, RS.
Hello.
Deneen, good evening. And Nancy. Canadian cabin girl, good evening. It's good to see you. Drop in and say hi. Won't stay long. Well, that's okay. At least you dropped in and said hi to us. That's encouraging. Becky, how are you? The Childress Adventures, hello from you all, and hello right back to you. Hello, Mandy. It's good to see you from North Carolina.
Hey, Paulette.
And hello, Ann from Louisville. Cat Lady says hi to Charles and Sandy.
Oh, hi, Cat Lady.
Deneen said Walmart had 1 pound bags of spaghetti noodles for 25 cents each. Well, that was a heck of a deal. I'm just imagining you bought a bunch of them. Yeah, $9 worth. I thought so. Yeah. Nancy's got 5-foot lizards around her place. I don't want to live there. That's enough noodles to do you 2 or 3 weeks. So if anybody says hi to Sandy, she's off through the other room. She had to jump and do something. Let's see, I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Mike. Hello, Mike. It's good to see you. But you snuck right in here on me. Fell right in between those 2 women, and I didn't see you. Nancy. Good evening, Nancy. You know what, Deneen, that's not a bad idea. Man might want to live around where there's some big lizards. They might taste pretty good in an emergency situation. Islam. Susan, is that Islam? Good evening to you. I'm terrible with remembering names. You'll have to forgive me. Now, Donna, lizards might be good. You don't know. Might be like eating catfish. It's just because they're lizards that you think. All right. I was hoping I got it right, Susan. Jefferson Martial Arts, good evening. Homestead Kim, good evening to you. Missy French, good evening. The cat lady doesn't eat fish or the lizards. All right. Mandy's got 4 inches of snow and 27 degrees. Yeah, I don't like either. I don't like that combination. It's cold. Mike said he tried lizard in Panama. It wasn't too bad. Well, I'm thinking about anything that if you prepare it right would be pretty decent. If you got in a bad situation. Hello, Julie. Good to see you. Geico's getting my toaster. How to butcher snapping turtles and alligators. Now, we've ate a lot of snapping turtles in our time. We used to catch them out of the creek, that pretty good sized creek, about a mile from our home, a mile and a half or something when I was growing up. We'd catch some pretty good sized turtles out there. Fried catfish just hard to beat, Paulette, isn't it? Yeah. Boston got 21 inches of snow yesterday. They were given up to 2 foot in New York. I don't know if they got it or not. I saw somebody in here a while ago. No, New York. I've not seen our New York folks in here yet, so I don't know if they got their snow or not. And I've not checked to see. Yes, I love to catfish also. We used to catfish of the nights, and we'd go to the creeks below the house like that, and we'd build a fire, and we'd sit up just about all night and catfish. We'd catch those. They weren't real. They weren't big fish, but they weren't like real tiny either. We caught a lot of small fish, but we turned loose. But we were fishing for those little. What are they called? I just went blank. I had them right on my mind, and I've already forgot now. But anyway, they were smaller catfish. I've never tried gator, but I bet it would be good. They said it was chicken, but it was iguana. It was in Mexico City about 38 years ago. Would rather not do that again. They tricked you, did they, Tana? Oh, goodness. 13-degree Fahrenheit. Minus 13. Oh, Canadian cabin girl, you're going to be cold tonight. Oh, my goodness. Minus 13. That hurts me just to think about it. Hello, Kevin from South Texas. Good to see you. An hour after it was severed. I don't understand that either, Nancy. That's the way the snappers were. You cut their heads off, buddy, and you've got them clean, about ready to eat, or the heads act like they're still alive. It has something to do with the nerves in them. They're not alive, and they don't feel anything. It's just the nerves. Deep fried catfish, man, that's good. Yes, Jefferson Martial Arts. That's something I always wanted to try, but now I wanted to be in a good warm hut when I ice fished. I don't care anything about being out in the frigid cold like that. Made canned green tomatoes last summer after moving from Houston to Maine. Can't find catfish up here to fry. Wow. I would think there would be plenty of catfish up around Maine, but I don't know. Watching only 18 likes. Come on. Well, I hadn't even looked to see how many had logged on. Good day, Homestead Aussie. It's good to see you. Hey, I've got a question for you. I was watching one of your videos there a while ago about sowing seeds of kindness and seeds of hope. And I really enjoyed that video, by the way. And everything is so lush and green around you on January the 20th. Are you guys like in a summer period there, or early summer or late fall? How does your my wife walked by and she said, is it summer there? And I'm like, well, I don't know. All the trees are green and all the plants are green and growing. And she's sitting out in her shirt sleeve, so it may be. But anyway, I was just curious about that. And it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Rattlesnakes will do the same thing. Yeah, I forgot about that, Mike. Crawdads at the creek. We ate, or not ate, but we caught tons of crawdads. I mean, we love crawdad hunting. Especially my first cousin, we were like brothers growing up. And we had a big number 3 wash tub at my grandmother's house, and we would go down at the creek and we would get rocks and stuff like that, and we'd fill it up with water and grass, and then we would catch crawdads and put them in there and let them run, swim around in that number 3 wash tub. Gator, frog legs, kangaroo. Now, I've not had gator, but I like frog legs. Tina's going to stick with the veggies and beans. Yeah, I like veggies and beans too. Hello, in a yard homestead. Good to see you. Hey, there's Happy Mac. Hello, Happy Mac. When did you jump in here? How'd I miss you? Huh. Well, how about that? She just snuck right in, buddy. Snuck right in on us. I'm so glad. Homestead Aussie, we're having the greatest summer season in 20 years. So it is summer right now. Wow. And I'm glad you're having a good summer season. That means you're having some good growing season. Yeah. Who's eating possum? Now, I never did try any possum, but now I've heard of folks that did. I don't know if anybody would admit eating possum or not, Nancy. I don't know. They might. Mamie's Legacy says gator is good eating. Frog legs are real good. Yes, Happy Mac. Cat lady's not into the wild meat. All right. Yes, you are, Happy Mac. You've snuck right in on us. Canadian Cabin Girl, thanks for dropping in. We really appreciate it. You have a good night, my friend. We're halfway there on the likes. Hello, Marcus. We've got 46 in the room and 25 likes. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Guys, that really helps us. Another thing that helps us when we post a video, like when we film a video and post it, if we're not live, and even the live videos when you come back in and watch them later, is that if you watch a video all the way through, and I know a lot of times you don't have time to do that, but if you just start the video and mute it and just let it sit and run in the background till it runs through, the more time we have people watching the videos, the longer they watch them. If you give it a thumbs up, if you leave a comment in the comment section, those things all make a difference with how much exposure YouTube gives us. The more you comment, the more thumbs up we get, the more watch time we get, the more YouTube puts us out in other people's view. They put us in the suggested videos. They'll put us in the up next videos. They'll do things like that. And we get a lot more exposure that way. And right now, the majority of our income is coming from advertising revenue. And again, I'm not trying to be money minded. It's just that most of our money right now is coming from advertising revenue, whether it be YouTube or our website or stuff that we send our Facebook followers to, that kind of stuff. And the longer you watch the video, the more ads it gets to play. And the more ads it gets to play, the more revenue we get. So that helps us if you allow that to happen. So we appreciate it if you can do that. If you can't, we understand. If you don't want to, we understand too. We're not going to fall out with you one way or the other. But yeah, the more likes, the more thumbs up, the more comments, the more time watched, that kind of stuff. It really helps us. Let's see where we're at here. She is a plus homestead Aussie. Deneen, Australia is where it's summer now. Apparently, Homestead Aussie says she's having summer over there. Yeah, there's a lot of finicky eaters in here, Mike. I don't understand that. Let's see where I was at. My feeds jumped way down while I was talking. Woodchuck is okay. Just have to pick off the fat right away or it's stinky. I didn't know that. Now, I don't think I've ever ate any woodchuck, but I have heard my mother talk about it. They ate anything that was edible when they were growing up. They caught everything, and ate everything they could. Nancy said you can buy possum and gravy here at the grocery store if you can get past the pick on the can. Oh, goodness. Marcus said he's eating at McDonald's. It was vile. Sandy and I quit eating at fast food restaurants basically, I don't know, a few years back. And just every now and then we'll stop and get a pizza or something to that nature. But just the thoughts of McDonald's right now is not, I'd have a hard time with something like that. And In-Yard Homestead has eaten a lot of wild foods. Yeah. Wild meat is great. I just made some kangaroo jerky. I'd say that'd be pretty good. And I don't know what the cabrito is. I don't know what cabrito is. Yeah, Mike, do you rattle after eating rattlesnake? That's too funny. Homestead. Oh, wild turkey is good, Kathy. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Y'all are being too funny this evening. Well, here we just took right off eating wild meats this evening. I don't know how we got on it, but it's a good subject because we've had a lot of wild meats as I was growing up. Yeah, well, we ate the wild meat that was around us, like the wild turkey and the squirrel and rabbit and You know, we caught a lot of fish, catfish and bass, and we called them mud turtles, snapping turtles, bluegill. Oh my, I've ate who knows how many truckloads of bluegill. My mother we'd fix bluegill. We'd catch tons of bluegill, and my mother would fry cornbread, make slaw, and oh my goodness, man, we just eat fish till it run out our eyes, out our ears, or somewhere. A lot, but we have a Mediterranean style climate. I'm gonna be like those folks that act like they know what Mediterranean style is when they really don't. When you see me do that, you know that I really don't know, but I wish I did. Oh goodness. Deneen, I had now what relation was she? My aunt's sister-in-law. Yeah, my aunt's sister-in-law. She would take every squirrel brain you would bring her, and she would eat them with scrambled eggs. Yes. I could never make myself try it, although we've give her many squirrels. I just could never bring myself to try it. Don't touch the What's a Burger. I've heard of What's a Burger, but I've never had one. I've lost it here now. Where was I at? Oh, I got to talking. You ate the tail feathers, Toilette? Curry goat? No way, man. I'm way behind again. Curry goat? No way, man. I'm way behind again. Yeah, let me just run down through here and see if I can find something. Anything, a question. Cat Ladies, North Carolina, in case we missed that. Okay, I'm down below that. Homestyle Aussie said they had a Mediterranean style climate, so I'm below that. And there's where I was at, eating squirrel brains. Whew. If that's one of those climates, Homestead Aussie, that you get a lot of summer, I'd like that. Yeah. Hello, Miss P. Kitty. Good to see you. They call me a white Mexican. I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny. Oh my goodness. Brunswick stew in Virginia. When go camping, everyone throws whatever they shoot in the pot with veggies and stock. Yeah, that would be good. We'll see you when you get back, Homestead. The UK has lost its mind. Bluegill is super good. It is wonderful. Bluegill is wonderful. We call them sun grannies when I was growing up. They're probably one of the best eating fish that I've ever had is bluegill. And I really do love catfish. Flounder, shrimp, oysters, catfish, crabs, and red snapper. Golly, that sounds wonderful. I love shrimp. I love catfish. I love crab legs. I would probably like the red snapper. I know I like flounder. I like about any kind of fish. A wild hare. "20 years ago, I was in a Mexican street vendor sold us tacos that was made of." Oh, I don't even want to read that, Kevin. That's bad. We'll move on. Nancy said white Mexican equals passing for white. Well, you know those words, if you use white Mexican or anything like that, that it's going to be hid. But I unhid it for you. Happy Mac, we have fries every Friday here in Wisconsin. Yeah. We have one Whataburger, never ate there. I don't know what a Whataburger is. I've heard of them, but I don't think I've ever seen a Whataburger. It's a Texas thing. Okay. Yeah, Whataburger. Yeah, Amy lives right on the coast, so yeah, you can just go out there and catch you some fish. Texas. I'm always behind. I know, Mike. I can't help it. I try to read everybody's comments, and I know I can't read them all, but I try. I try to scan through them real quick, and when I do, I just get behind. See, my feed just jumped again, and now I'm behind again. So there I go. Snowy in Ohio. Hello, Lotus Flower. It's good to see you. I missed you coming in somehow. We got 55 watchers, and we've only got 35 likes, so we're not doing something right. Some of you are not saying the right stuff. We're going to have to quit talking about squirrel brains, for one thing. That may be part of the like problem. Hello, El Chavez. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I sent one out today, and somebody had ordered two of those with a knife, and I sent those out today also. And I appreciate you ordering that stun light. By the way, we've still got 2 pink ones left. That many? Won't you grab them? Let me show them to them.
Okay.
Oh, right here they are. She already grabbed them. Huh. How about that?
Earlier.
I'm so far behind, I think I'm in the lead. Right here, we got 2 of the pink ones. This is the pink that's left. They're a flashlight. Woo! They are a flashlight, and they're a stun gun. When you turn them on, they will rock your world. And we've got some black and red left. Did I turn that off? I hope so. Yeah, I did. Woo. Don't want to stick that in there and it not turned off. That will make you have to change the paint if you stick that to you. Got that. And a red. Was this the red? And just a jet black. Is that the red? That's the red. Back here's the red. Same thing.
Not many of the red or no, not many of the black.
No, we don't have any black left. We've only got a couple of pinks. We've got more red than we do anything. If anybody's interested in them, they're on sale right now on our website. just trying to clear them out. They're really good items. If you're now, you know, I did a video yesterday. I hope most of you seen it, and I talked about some necessities for if the lights went out in your area, and I mentioned these stun weapons here. They're not something you want to purchase and try to use it for a home defense. I wouldn't want to mislead anybody in that. They're just not going to do that. They will give you a break and give you an opportunity to run. They'll give you an opportunity to defend yourself. If you're in a situation where you're being approached by somebody's bothering you that you don't want to be bothered, things like that, these will absolutely jolt their world. But if you're in a lockdown situation, or if you're in a lights out situation and somebody's breaking in your home, they're going to have something more than a stun gun with them, and you're going to need something more than a stun gun to stop them. So, absolutely going to need something of high power, just like I showed you in that video. Something with some stopping power. These are good. Now, don't get me wrong. I had a lady that bought 3 of them, maybe more than that. I don't remember now how many she bought, but she sent me a comment and said that her son-in-law was a policeman, a county deputy, and said that these were better than the ones that they had been issued by the sheriff's department. So that says a whole lot for them. That says they're good stun guns. But again, I wouldn't want to sell them and people think that they could use them for a home defense weapon. No, not for that. But the flashlight on them is excellent. They've got a really good flashlight in them. That mag light, it's a real good. It's just a good tool to have with you. You know, if you're out walking, you're early or doing things like that, or even like I said, at the grocery stores and stuff, and you need a light, you've got that, and then you've got that stun weapon on the other side there that'll stop anybody from bothering you. Anyway, let's get back to it. I've been a little sick for days, Lotus Flower. We pray that you would, buddy, that you would get well from this thing, whatever it is, that the Lord would literally remove it from you. Oh, fishing. I can't help it, Donna. That's just me. Hello, Seattle crime gal. I can't help it. I grin every time I read your name. And I know you're not into crime. Just wanted to pop on, like the video, and say hello. Well, I appreciate you doing that, Seattle crime gal. Thank you very much. You have a safe evening. Happy Mac says every time she's after a flashlight, she laughs like she's lost her mind. You're going to have to do a video on that, Happy Mac, and send it to us. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, if somebody tries to eat your farm pets, cat lady, you'd be able to zap them. Oh, goodness. 4 of the black ones and a lipstick. Yes, Mamie, you sure do. MT Clipper, thanks for stopping in. I'll get you fiddleheads eventually. Oh, okay. Got you. I'd forgot about the fiddleheads we was talking about the other night. Hello, Foggy Mountain. I didn't see you sneak in on us. It's good to see you. Yeah, there's several in. We've moved up to 59. sometimes we get several on our live, and then other times I don't know. It's just a YouTube thing. They put us out in the feeds and they don't. And the more interaction we get, the more feeds we get, and the more in feed places we get, and the less interaction we get, the less we get put out there. El Chavez says, gals, you need this thing flashlight. Do it. Order now. Keep it on your car at least. But they'd be wonderful to put in your glove boxes and your consoles and things like that. They're small enough and lightweight. They're made out of aircraft aluminum. They're lightweight to carry, so it's not like they weight your purse down or anything. Foggy Mountain said went to the grocery store today, but the sign said no food or drinks in the store, so I went home. That's too funny, Foggy. Oh, goodness. Y'all are something else. Yes, El Chavez, I am too. But now here in Kentucky, we don't have to have the concealed carry permit anymore. We can just carry them concealed. Thank you, Donna. 2.5 feet of snow and still snowing where I am. Lua, that's a lot of snow. What state are you in? See you in Yard Homestead. God bless you too. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you folks. Boy, Paulette's give the thumbs up, hasn't she? I hope YouTube counts all them, Paulette. Hello, Nikita. You snuck in, I didn't see you. There we are. Says howdy, howdy, everyone. It's good to see you, Nikita. Thank you for stopping by. Since somebody said hello, Texas. So let's see. Texas Janet jumped in. Hello, Texas Janet. Good to see you. Hello, Carolyn. Finally got home. Good. It's good to see you. Got to go. Thanks, Children's Adventures. We appreciate it. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, Miss P. Kitty. Several of you guys try to comment on every video, and buddy, I appreciate it. I really do, because it really helps our channel when you leave comments, even if it's nothing but just to say hi or just anything. It doesn't matter. Even if you just go boo, type in boo or something, it's a comment, and that registers with YouTube. So yeah, that helps. Hello, Susan. It's good to see you. Every interaction helps the videos. Oh, we've got them on sale right now, Deneen. We've got 2 pink ones left, and a few black and a few red. No, don't try it on yourself. Don't do that, El Chavez. They told me these things hurt, and I had one that I had done that with, and I think I told you before I was going to try to stop it before it hit my hand, and I let loose the button, and I never did touch my skin with it, and buddy, it still got me, and I didn't like what little bit it was. I tell you, it's not fun. Yes, they would hurt. They sure would, Cat Lady. And Homestead Aussie's back. Good to see you back, Homestead. How do I get one of those flashlights, Charles? Say hello to your sweet wife. Hang on just a second, and I'll put a link in here to the website with the flashlights on it. And I'll tell Sandy hello when she gets back in here. Here, I'm going to go ahead and post the link to the website where the flashlights are at. There you go. I just posted it. Donnie from Indiana. Good to see you, Donnie. Yeah, Mike, I was getting ready to ask her that. How did the puppies come out there? 14 inches of snow in upstate New York since last night. Another 8 tomorrow. Or did he bite the fella like he did a few years back? Hey, they need to bite them every year. Got no business out there filling them woodchucks. Well, Monica, on this live tonight, I've got my mic sitting right in front of me. And on my videos, when I do a video and upload it, I have to be sure and go back and redo the volume. And if I forget to do that, then I end up with a low volume. And I don't know why that is, because I use the same mic. Maybe it may be the recording software. I'm just not really sure. But I have to go back and reset the volume on all of it. If I don't do that, I always end up with folks telling me that my volume's not loud. And I try not to forget that, but every now and then I do. Healthy, but I'm not. No sleep for 3 nights. I sleep with the mother to make sure all goes good. Want to build a whelping room for our breeding dogs. Well, we pray that everything gets better soon so you can get some rest. Yeah, you need to have your rest. They are deceiving, Dakota. Yes, Nikita. Just look like little flashlights. What's wrong with you, Paulette? With all those faces you're making, oh my goodness. You look like you need to go to the dentist. Oh my goodness. Yes, Amy, a fondue pot would be good for a lights out situation. Just turn your hearing aids up. There you go. That was funny. Oh my goodness. Hello, Sharon. It's good to see you. Sharon from Chicago. Welcome, Sharon. We have a wonderful bunch of people here. Most of the folks in this chat that log on here are really super nice people.
And knowledgeable.
Huh?
And knowledgeable.
And knowledgeable. We have several people in this room that are extremely knowledgeable on prepping. A lot of nights we talk prepping. And I had intended to talk a little bit about prepping this evening, and somehow or the other, we got off on eating wild critters. And then it went from that to, I don't know what we're talking about now. I just got completely off track, and I've not had any topic going whatsoever. I've just kind of let it just go. So, what was I going to talk about? Now I can't remember. A grandmoo to a baby cow being born. Well, happy grandmoo. Oh goodness. Well, I think you'll enjoy everyone sharing, and you'll find the people in this community are just more than willing to share their knowledge. If you have questions, please ask. Thank you, Cat Lady Prepper, for that super chat. Isn't that sweet? We appreciate it. You'll find that the folks in this room are wonderful. They love to share their knowledge. Nobody here seems to be people that like to keep everything to themselves when it comes to their knowledge. They're more than willing to share. I've learned a ton of stuff in this community, just a lot. Right here is Homestead Aussie, Donna. You might want to go over and check her YouTube out. She has a really good YouTube channel. She has a lot of good information on her YouTube. She and I are going to get together and do a live here one of these days for our livings, hopefully. Well, now we've got several videos up, and Homestead Aussie has videos up. There's just a lot of information out here that you can find, and you know, I've answered tons of emails. I'll answer any question you have if I can. If I can't, I'll try to point you in a way to find an answer. Homestead Aussie is the same way. Just good folks, buddy, that are here to try to help people. We want people to be prepared when things go wrong. You know, I heard Homestead Aussie's interview with Alaska Prepper, and one of the things he said in there, I've said from the beginning that I started this also, is that the government is not here to help you. They're just really not here to help you, whether it be the government of the United States, the government of Australia, of the United Kingdom. They're not there to bail you out at all, and they're not going to. They care about themselves. Alaska Prepper made a very good point in that video. He said, "You think back over this pandemic and tell me how many of the politicians lost their house, how many of them went hungry, how many of them lost their vehicle, how many of them wasn't able to pay their rent, how many, you know, none of them." None of them had any stress or any strain whatsoever through any of this. But we have millions of people that lost their jobs. All of them still have their jobs. We had millions of people that didn't have enough work to pay their rent because of all the layoffs and because of all the mandates that was put on the states. And when I get to talking about this stuff, it makes me pretty frustrated at these politicians. And I'll just tell you, and I'm not talking about just one side of the aisle. We've got a bunch of bureaucrats that we've got a political state. We've got a political state with one policy politics. That's it. They all love themselves and they all love each other. I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. They all take care of themselves. And they're not here to help you. They're supposed to be. Now, what they're supposed to be doing is they're supposed to be ensuring the rights of the people, our freedom. That's what they're supposed to be doing, is assuring that. And instead of assuring that, they oppress the people. And we saw that throughout all this pandemic and this stuff. We saw a lot of that with these governors of these states acting like little kings and little lords over everybody, trying to mandate everybody and tell them what they had to do and when they had to wear a face covering and when they had to do this and when they had to do that, and tell them if they didn't, they was going to fine them, and tell all the businesses, if you do this, we're going to fine you, and if you do that, we're going to fine you. Well, where's your freedoms in it? The government is supposed to be assuring you your freedom, not suppressing you. I don't want to get on that subject. Let me get off that subject. But anyway, that's just how it is. You've got to look at these people and understand that they don't love you. None of them lost their jobs. Not the first one. Nope. Yes, Mamie, everybody needs to know at least a little bit about the Constitution. Just a little, if not more. They are bureaucrats and fat cats. 2 gallons of Nestle Nindo dry milk. It tastes way better than the other I've tried. Huh. I'm not familiar with that, Foggy Mountain. There you go, Happy. Yes, Sharon, if you're a new prepper, have at it, bud. Just get in there and ask any questions you want. I guess you hear my cats fighting. Now, Bob, leave her alone. Young boy cat, son. We've had him neutered, but I tell you, golly, he's roughing sometimes when he plays. No, we've quit talking food, Nancy. we've got off the wild creatures. we got into politics just for a second, and then we jumped right back out of it. We've got a new member that was introducing herself, and we was welcoming her to the group and telling her that if she had any kind of questions whatsoever, just to be sure and hop right in here and let it fly. Mrs. French says the boxed milk at Dollar Tree is good. They have a decent shelf life. Hershey miniature candy bars, $2 a bag. Also Kit Kat bars. Well, that's a good price, Paulette. $2 a bag. If you want to, Paulette, get a bunch of them. Just send them to Kentucky. No, I'm just kidding. Sandy and I have just have started on a weight regimen. We're trying to watch how much we eat and cut back a little bit. I need to be healthier than I am this spring when I start working a garden, and I just need to get there. The Berkeley water thing seems kind of overwhelming. Sharon, you don't have to have a Berkeley. They're very expensive, but if you can afford one, it's a great thing to have. Don't be overwhelmed with it. There's other means of filtering water. You just, I thought, let's see. Yeah. Happy Mac, I like your response there. Prep with a glad heart. Don't prep under stress. Sandy and I first started this thing back in the spring of last year, and we had a little bit of stress with that, but we learned pretty quick that we didn't need to stress over it. We just need to do it. And like you said, Happy Mac, do it with a glad heart and be thankful that God had given us time to do this thing in. And that's kind of the way we've been doing it since. We've just been doing it, you know. Every time we go to the store, we pick up something. May not be much, but we pick up something when we go to the store. We prep every time we go out. We prep something. Yeah. Well, many of us in here, Sharon, are followers of Christ, and we have put our trust in Him. Now, you'll find that out about me if you follow this channel much at all. I put no trust in government. I put no trust in man. The Lord Jesus Christ is it for me, and but I also feel like that He desires us to do what we can. He gives us a window of opportunity to do things, and He expects something of us. So we do our part, and we'll do the best we can. And when the chips are down and everything's cut off, and I hope it never happens. I just hope it never happens. But if it is, then the Lord will take up the slack of what we were unable to get accomplished. I just believe that with all my heart. We need to prepare ourselves to the best of our ability to do what we can in our time, and then God will take care of the rest of it. So stressing over it isn't going to help it. We don't want any more snow, Louis. No more snow. Mike had to lock up his chickens. No, you didn't miss anything, Mike. One of the things that we need to think about is as new preppers, and we still have, I know a lot of you folks have been prepping for years. I know that, and your preps, you've got your preps down pat. You're rotating your preps. Missy French, thank you for that super chat. Bless your heart. Thank you very much. And we have to help one another. We have to be willing to give of ourselves. That's one of the greatest things that we can ever do is just give of ourselves to other people, that it will benefit them in some manner. And hopefully, the best thing that we can ever do is present Christ to other people, that they might know Him, because that's the greatest thing that people can ever find. That's the greatest prep you'll ever do in your life, is to prepare to meet the Lord Jesus Christ. So yes, but it is Missy French. We have to help one another. Thank you for that super chat. But knowing what we eat and how much of each item we eat will help us know what to put back and help us know what to buy. You always, when you're a new prepper, you always buy what you eat, and you eat what you buy. Don't buy something just because it's on the list. If somebody says you need to buy X amount of pasta and X amount of this and X amount of that and X amount of this, and they put what type they're eating or whatever, don't buy it just because that's what they eat. Buy what you eat, buy what your family likes, and put that kind of stuff back, because at some point you may have to eat that, and you want to have stuff that you like. I mean, that's the bottom line of this. You need to have things that you like and that you'll eat. Can you store eggs? I'm crazy over eggs, but there's a way to preserve eggs. Sharon, buddy, listen, I could live on peanut butter and crackers. Yeah, I love peanut butter and crackers. I might would eventually get sick of it, but I don't know if I would or not. Yeah, Ronnie, I get in my stash sometimes, and then I have to replace it. Why? Yes, Amy. There's a video on, actually there's more than one video on Google on how to preserve eggs with lye in water. And I've watched people take these eggs out of the lye 6 months later and fry them and then be fine. So it's just amazing. Even up to a year and fry them and be okay. So water glycine. Yep. There you go, Mike. I couldn't think of the name of it. Thank you, sir. There you go, Foggy Mountain, number one prep. Number one prep. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. Whew. Yes, that's the number one prep. Been giving eggs away so they wouldn't go bad. Well, buddy, I wish we lived next to you. I'd have been piling up the eggs. Yeah. Lime. Texas Janet. Lime, yes. 3.5 dozen a week. Wow, that's pretty good, Missy French. Yes, there's several videos on YouTube about lime, how to water glass eggs with lime. It doesn't seem to be very hard at all. Dehydrating eggs, that would work too. Yeah, I'm caught up. I'm sitting here watching the feed as it comes up, Mike. Finally, how about that? Fresh eggs with mineral oil on them will last a long time in the refrigerator. I didn't know that, Kathy. I'd never heard that. Cow milk and goat milk and eggs. Happy Max thinking about those eggs. Hello, Patricia. It's good to see you. Have I missed you coming in up there somewhere? I did. Chicken whisperer. Oh, I've got to do one this week. Homemade bread. I've got to do one. I found a recipe that I think I'm really going to like, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to share it with you guys if I can think of it. Yeah, you probably already know it, but I'm going to. El Chavez, do you realize no one puts their eggs in the refrigerator except Americans? Yeah, I know. We're the only ones that do that. Everybody else leaves them on the counter for 2 weeks at a time or better. Yep. I don't know why we started. I guess because we was buying them out of the stores and them refrigerated. I guess. I don't know. I guess that's the only reason that people in America started putting their eggs in a refrigerator. Yes, Tana. That's something that I wanted to mention tonight too that I forgot to at the start of this chat was I think it's real important, and I've talked about this difference of times about growing your own food. I don't know why this is so. It seems like it's something I'm thinking about just constantly, just all the time. That whether it's in buckets, whether it's in tubs, whether it's in containers on a balcony or wherever it may be, people need to be growing their own foods. I've mentioned this difference of times. Sandy and I have we've made our garden about twice the size as it's ever been, and I fully plan on gardening every inch of it this year. In the past, I've always been kind of slack on my garden. We'd plant tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers and squash and a few things like that, but it was just, I don't know, we just never did get real serious about it because we'd always have a lot of space left, a lot of ground left that didn't have any vegetables in it of any kind. And I got my mind on growing some corn this year. But everywhere I look, all the corn I find is hybrid. I cannot find not one ear of heirloom corn seed anywhere. Walmart got their seeds in. The last time we was up there was probably 2 days ago or 3. And we went by their seed department, and they had seeds galore. And they had 2 full displays of corn seed. And I thought, all right, I've struck gold, And when I looked through that seed, every bit of it was hybrid. Every bit of it. Not one packet of heirloom seeds. It was mind-numbing is what it was to think that there was that much corn in all those displays and none of it was heirlooms. Mamie's got half of her grow bags filled. Good night, Deneen. It's good to see you this evening. Happy Mac's blowing out in 12 minutes, but she'll be back. Amy, so you've been finding all hybrid also. Yeah, Mike, it looks like to me I should have been ordering heirloom corn seed also. I'd found heirloom in most everything we plant with the exception of corn, and I was able to buy it, but now not this time. Nope. Yeah, Donna, our Walmart didn't have any heirloom, not in the corn seed. They had 3 big displays of corn seed, nothing but corn seed in them. And every bit of it was hybrid. Every packet of it was hybrid. I would like to get some sweet corn, Kathy. My father used to raise some really, really good sweet corn. My mother would freeze it, and man, it would be so good in the winter. Now, I have found a website. Let me see right here if I can find it. I'm going to have to order some stuff from it, looks like. There's a House Tools has some stuff, but I don't know if they've got that. Will Height, does that sound right? Will Height seed, yes. They've got some golden, bantam, improved, 12-row corn, treated. I found the Cherokee purple tomatoes, and the it's called a lifter or mortgage lifter tomato. It's a large tomato, and all of these are heirloom seeds, and I'm going to order some of those, I guess, since I couldn't find any at Walmart. I was waiting to see if I could find the corn at Walmart. I'm going to go ahead and call them tomorrow and get my order in. It's called Will Height. Let's see right here. Let me just give you the, right here's the link to that. You might find something in there you like. I was wanting to try those Cherokee purple, and then I saw those, it's called a mortgage lifter. It says they're not bad to split when they get big, and they're supposedly a good tomato. So I'm going to try those this year. Local feed store. We might have one place, Texas, that might have it. I don't know. Wow, Ruth, listen. That's good, Ruth. A lot of places right now are saying that they're, because of the COVID and all this stuff, that they're going to be late shipping or whatever it might be. And you know, all that stuff just is just really frustrating, because none of that had to be. Let's see here. Amy got hers from Ohio. Zombie said all the corn he's finding is pretty much hybrid. Oh, now, Zombie, I just put a link down there that has some hybrid corn. Don't buy it all up before I get some tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Good night, Texas. Thanks for stopping in. Sometimes Ross has it. Yeah, so you got to think how much corn is in all the chips and everything else that you're eating on a daily basis. It's all GMO. Yeah, El Chavez it is, and buddy, listen, there's tons of things that has corn in it. I mean, masses of it. Walmart by Kevin had 0 heirloom seeds this year for anything. I found a few vegetable seeds up there that was hybrid, or I mean, heirloom, Kevin, at Walmart the other day, but I already had those seeds and I didn't need them, so I didn't pick them up. Tweezers, nail clippers, fingernail files. SoTrueSeed.com has heirloom seeds. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Gayla. Let me write that down. So True Seeds. All righty. I've got to go for now, but I'll be back. Thank you, Sharon. Well, listen, the privilege have been ours. So you come back and see us, and if you have any questions about gardening, there's all kinds of people in this community that'll be more than glad to help you with that. Good evening, Freedom Dump. It's good to see you. So let's see, let's back up here just a second. Change of subject. Patricia said tweezers, nail clippers, fingernail file. I'm not sure I follow you on that, Patricia. What do you got going there? Heirloom.com on Etsy. Baker's Creek has heirloom seeds. Thank you, Patricia. Baker's Creek. Get that wrote down. Oh, stuff to put back. Okay, got you. Yeah. Yeah, it's great to have everything that you use on a daily basis. Everything you use on a monthly basis. If it's something you use every month, whether you use it daily or not, it's good to have it put back. If you get all that stuff done, then you can start looking at the stuff that's a longer term use. If you use it just once every 6 months or, a couple of times a year or something like that, you might want to put some of that stuff back. If it's stuff that once you get your basics put back, your food and water, make sure you're sustainable in your home or where you're living. When you've got your personal protection taken care of, that kind of stuff. When you get that done and you're secure in that, then you can start looking out to pick up extra things that you could use for bartering if you needed to. It's always good to have extra stuff to barter with. There are things that people have addictions, and I hesitate to use that, but sometimes they just do. And then there's other people that just really enjoy things that they really, really love. They could live without it if they had to, but they really don't want to sometimes. And those are things like cigarettes and alcohol and coffee and stuff like that. And to have extra of that are good bartering things. Tools. Of course, garden seeds. Garden seeds will always be good bartering items. So any of that kind of stuff that goes beyond your everyday necessities, you could work on that then. But first off, I would work on the necessities, daily, weekly use, and then move out to monthly use, and then 6 month and yearly use like that. But everybody to their own. That's just kind of the way we look at it. But if you're going to use it, you need to stock that. I would recommend too for I think I mentioned this the other evening or the other day in that video. It's for like a lights out situation where the power's out. Most people, it don't affect you a whole lot if it's only out for 2 or 3 days. As far as the washing dishes and things like that, it's not too bad. The water situation won't get too bad for you. And even if it's a lights out and your power company still has power, your water company, then they can still pump water and you can still get water. You may not have a water heater to heat it with, but at least you can heat water over over a charcoal grill or over an outside fire or a rocket stove or anything like that, you can still heat water to wash dishes and things like that. But if it's going to be a long-term situation, you had a power grid out, then your power company is going to be out of water or out of power also, and they're not going to be able to pump you water. So in those situations, it might be good to have some paper plates and plastic cups and those kind of things put back that that you can just throw in a trash and burn. Because on a really long-term thing like that, you probably wouldn't want to use up all your water washing dishes. Hello, Bill. It's good to see you. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Last couple of years, sign up for her email. Lots of gardening info. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. That was another thing that I had in mind to talk about this evening, and I'd forgot about it till you guys started mentioning it right here, was these seeds. Because where I have been to Walmart and wasn't able to find the heirloom seeds, I was going to ask y'all if you have been able to find any anywhere at any of the stores. We had talked about we'd been able to get some seed free a couple of weeks ago. And then when they did bring their seeds out, we went back and looked through their seeds. They didn't have any heirloom corn seeds either. So, we're going to have to order them or find them, like Texas Janet said, try to check our local feed store. Now, they might have some. We have a local feed store here that we need to check with. Paper plates, bowls, and utensils at Sam's, just in case. That's a good idea, Bill. I think that's really something that people need to put back if they have the extra money and can afford it, is that kind of thing. It saves you on your water if you have a situation that your water's off. Sweet corn for $4 a package. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, Charles and Sandy don't waste a trip, Donna, to town. We pick up something. But after last spring, when we went up there to pick up just a handful of stuff, we wasn't out of anything, but we was going up just to pick up a handful of stuff, and basically everything on the shelves that we were looking for was sold out. It brought reality to us, that we needed to do this thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that people need to remember, El Chavez, is their medications. If you can get medications out for 3 months, I would recommend doing that. If you have prescriptions that you can fulfill 3 months worth, I'd keep them filled up, and then as I used them down and they wrote me another prescription, I'd fill them up. Because if you have a grid down of some kind, then you're not going to be able to get prescription medicine. Everything's going to be closed. No cash registers will operate. Nothing will operate like that in these pharmacies. So you'd just be stuck with what you had on hand. So, yeah, I would recommend, especially prescription medicines. You can get ibuprofen and acetaminophen at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's got those hot and cold patches. There's just a lot of stuff that you can get at Dollar Tree to help with your first aid kit. I may get our first aid stuff back out here in a week or something and try to get it put together and go through some stuff again and see what we need. Maybe share it with you guys and maybe get some suggestions from some of you all. Yawning is a no-no. It's contagious. Yeah, I almost yawned again right then. Oh, I don't know why I'm tired. Well, yeah, I do. I didn't sleep well last night. Uh, Spices, Sure-Gel, and other items you might need. That's good advice, Bill. Tell her, Mike, we're going to send a grammar police on her. If she could see some of the stuff I've typed on my telephone, she wouldn't worry about it. Oh my goodness, it's embarrassing sometimes. I have to be very careful. And then I still type foolishness sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry, Paulette. I know, zombie, and I didn't take an evening nap, and I've sat here and yawned about 3 times this evening. I'm trying not to. Paulette's already, she jumped all over me. Pickling spice, Sure-Gel boxes, pickling vinegar. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be doing barbecue during an emergency like that. You'll have the whole community over there eating with you. Thank you, Paulette. I've been forgiven. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Missy French. Oh, didn't waste my trip. Went to Dollar Tree and found some more food to add to our preps. There you go. Cat Lady Prepper wasn't yawning until Paulette started. Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't Paulette yawning, was it? Oh, goodness. Yeah. Mike, yeah, I agree with you, Mike. We need to stock up on these canned goods. Some of this stuff's got dates out to 2023, 2024. And we all know that stuff's going to last much longer. So it doesn't hurt to stock up on that stuff. How can you make a generator quitter? I'm not sure what that is, Cat Lady. Yeah, those are great. I've saw those Happy Mac. We don't have one. We may end up getting one, but we've got our barbecue grill out here, and like I say, we're on gas, so we don't really. We can have a way to cook even if the power's out. So something would have to happen major to cut our gas off. Oh, quieter. Goodness gracious, listen to me. Here I am. Listen, she's writing stuff and I'm reading it wrong. Oh my goodness. Cat Lady, I don't know of any way to make a generator quieter. I just don't.
Make a generator what?
Quitter. She asked how to make a generator quieter.
Quieter.
And I wrote it as a generator quitter.
You read it. You read it.
That's what I say. What I say.
Wrote it.
I wrote it.
You need to get ready for bed.
I need to go to bed. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Yes. Instantly go to gray man mode if you have a power outage. To play them. I'm not aware of those, Lua. I think there's places that you can do that, but I don't know what they are. No, you wasn't writing it wrong, cat lady. I was reading it wrong. Listen, I need more than trifocals, Paulette. I need to. I need that magnifier. Tape it to my glasses with duct tape or something. Oh, goodness. Good night, Foggy Mountain. Good to see you. I do have the sleepy sillies, Mike.
Could be part of that waking up at 3 and not going back to sleep till 5.
Amy said, I only realize how thick my Kentucky accent is when I watch your videos. Well, thank you, Amy. Oh, goodness. Local Dollar General, check out the food items. Very competitive. Some of them are. We have at Local Dollar General. Mm-hmm. I am a little tired, to be honest with you. And thank you, Amy. We love you guys too. It's I tell you what it is. It's a blessing to me to be a part of this community. Now we've lost a lot of followers, and I know it's I know it's because of a lot of things that I say and a lot of things that I believe in, and that's okay because that's just who I am. I just I'm just who I am, guys, and we're just trying to do the best we can. And when I get into a bunch of folks like you all that want to share your knowledge with other people, that's just a trait of one of the traits that Jesus had of sharing who he was with others, and that just goes so far with me. I mean, it just does. When people are willing to give of themselves to help other people, man, it means a lot. So when I got into this community and you guys started following this page and subscribing to this channel, and you began to start pouring your knowledge into it and sharing with me and everybody else that had come to this channel, that's just a blessing. That's just all it is. It's just a wonderful blessing. We are number one, Happy Mac, and we're really going to have to work on our humility about that. Oh, goodness. The number one channel on YouTube. We may not have the most subscribers, but we're the best channel. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Amoxicillin is not the same as ibuprofen. Did I say amoxicillin? Oh, good night, Homestead Kim. Thanks for stopping in. Lots of tetras. Well, there's a lot of folks out there that I've been on their channel, and a lot of them have a lot of information. They really do. I'm not trying, and I'm not going to give any names. I wouldn't do that. But I've been on a lot of channels that I don't know. It's just hard to chat on, or hard to speak to the people on. So anyway, yeah. Uh-oh, what song is Mike put up there that's playing in everybody's head? Oh, it's hard to be humble. Yeah. Boy, ain't that true, Paulette? Listen, when she gets back in here, I'm going to show this post to her, Paulette. Hey, and let me say again to you and Happy, while folks are on here, to let you guys know how much I appreciate you all for monitoring our channel. We really appreciate that. Sandy and I do. You guys, as moderators, you're wonderful, and we appreciate that. And let me also say, while I'm on here, before I forget it, I know a lot of you have, over the past week, you've sent super chats and super stickers, and we appreciate that. We truly do. We love you. You know, whether you do that, we love you or not, but we appreciate what you've done with that. Some of you have joined our membership on our channel, and I want to say thank you to those of you who have done that. That is a great support to us, and we don't forget that stuff. The Lord is so good to us, and just in every way. So, but I do want to just take time every now and then to say thank you guys for all you do, and for all the support that you've sent our way. It is not forgotten. I may not think to mention it, you know, during all of our live chats like this, but I do appreciate it. We love you guys very much. And again, it's something I mentioned at the start of the video, and I'm going to get off the line here in just a minute. I am getting kind of tired of getting a little bit of a headache, but didn't sleep good last night. That's what it is. But again, when we post videos, if you turn the video on, and I lost my train of thought. I was reading that when you turn a video on, even if you don't feel like watching it, if you could just turn the volume down and let it play in the background and let it run all the way through, that allows all the advertisements to run through the video, and that helps us with our advertising revenue. And even if you're not planning on watching the whole video, or if you're planning on coming back and watching it later, if you go ahead and give it a thumbs up then, and maybe just drop a quick comment to say hi or something, that really helps us with our reach on YouTube. It puts us in more people's suggested videos and things like that. So that kind of stuff helps us. And I know everybody can't help you financially, and we don't expect them to, but that kind of thing right there helps us a tremendous amount. Just interacting and letting the video run through, that does wonders for us. So again, thank you guys. We love you all, and we're going to get off here this evening and try to rest a few minutes before bed, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.